Just a quick update on what I've been adding to the truck. A lot of these modifications and changes and things I add come out of basically pure necessity. I run into situations that I can't deal with properly because I'm not prepared for them. So, first little mini story is about 2 days ago, I came across a vehicle that was on fire, and when I pulled up to it, it was just starting to burn. It wasn't fully engulfed or anything yet. And I normally carry a fire extinguisher in here, but I had taken it out because I was welding something in the garage, and I hadn't put it back in. So as Murphy's Law goes, as soon as I take it out, that's when I need it. So I have now purchased another one that I have mounted right here, tucked in nicely, away from everything. Seatbelt still accessible to be used. It doesn't interfere with anything. So now that is always with me, and I'm always prepared for it. Had I had that fire extinguisher when I came up to it the first time, I could have prevented the whole vehicle from burning to a crisp. But I wasn't prepared, so there's that. Second little mini story is came across a lady, or a couple actually, whose trailer had a flat tire, and jacked it up, removed the flat one. Was gonna put the spare on, but if you don't check your spare once in a while, over time it does deflate and lose air, and when you go put the spare tire on, then it's flat. I did have a pancake compressor that was about 3 gallons sitting in here, and that was not going to do any good to fill up that tire at all. I needed more air to actually work with, because I'm not always at a place where I have a spot to plug in, like the side of the highway, trying to fill up that tire. So I've added this compressor in there, and while it's only 11 gallons, I've modified quite a few things on it. This is the pump, the compressor pump that normally comes with them. Little single cylinder, doesn't put much air out, and it will fill it, but it does take a while. So you can't really do much more than fill tires with that. What I've done is I've replaced that pump with a much more powerful pump, basically the same pump that I have on my much larger compressor. It is, you can see it's twice the size. It has 2 chambers on the inside, and it pumps way more air than that little one ever could. So I can actually run small air tools off this little 11-gallon compressor because of the size of the pump. Normally, you wouldn't be running air tools continuously off this, but if I had to run like a half-inch impact gun and zip something off quick, that's not a continuous use. That's just brap it for a few seconds, remove whatever's stuck, and it's off. I can do that with this. This also carries a lot more air, so I actually have it when I need it, and I'm not stuck having to use a tiny little 12-volt Walmart compressor with an extra battery to try to sit there for half an hour pumping up the tire. The other problem we have is when I have this thing full and I'm hauling stuff around, it's not always accessible back here, sitting in the front of the truck. Sometimes there's a lot of stuff in the way, and I can't always get back there to grab a hose and hook it up and do what I need to do. So this is actually a retractable reel, and there's 50 feet of hose inside this. So if I grab it, I can pull it out, and it extends 50 feet out. So this is actually quite a lot of hose, and I can pretty much get to whatever I need with that. I gotta wrap this up nicely. It's kind of tangled in there. There we go. So that's no problem getting air anywhere I need to around the truck. I can air up all my tires if I wanted to. I can air up somebody else's tires. I can run air tools. I can do whatever I want with this thing. So that's awesome. The other thing that this compressor requires is electricity to power the pump. Now, while I have a lot of stuff in here, I can't really get back here safely. I don't want to be tripping over mowers or snow blowers or whatever I have back here, trying to get the cord to plug in the compressor. So what I've done is I've actually ran it along the side here, and it's hanging right here. So I use this extension cord and simply plug it in and run the cord to an outlet, and it makes it really simple. So I don't have to fumble around with anything or dig around, and everything is right there. It's all easily accessible, and it works a lot better that way. So thanks for watching, and keep you guys updated on what I do next.